Well, maybe this is something that you can talk about too, Crumbz. It was a big weekend on Summoner's Rift, starting with the LCS. Clutch Gaming successfully ran the gauntlet to get the coveted third and final North American slot at Worlds. They beat FlyQuest, CLG, and then on Sunday, after going down 0-2, Clutch got Clutch and rattled off 3 straight games to reverse sweep TSM. Monty, is this Clutch being good? Or is this TSM being free SM, as the way people use the meme on this organization?
I mean, I always like to believe in the power of free SM.
Yeah.
So, but I think realistically, taking a look at this game, it seemed to me that Clutch was sort of playing off their style the first 2 games, and then when they swapped back into stuff they were more comfortable with, that's when they took off. Would you agree with that assessment?
Kind of. It never felt like TSM was actually winning, even though they're up to it. Like, yeah, I don't believe that you actually got this on your own, because the first one was a Sona comp in the first game, then the second one was kind of a bit of a throw on Clutch's part, so it never felt like TSM actually had the momentum or even the strategy to win, because Clutch Gaming was kind of giving them the respect that, okay, you guys are TSM and you have a lot of info on us, we have nothing on you, we'll play it slow, but ultimately the Cinderella story went back to midnight, and they turned back into the TSM that we knew at the start of playoffs.
I mean, we all saw this happening when the jungle got subbed in, and there was all this chaos, even weeks leading up to it. But they had 3 weeks.
You know the part.
They had 3 weeks to prepare, and they just did not look like they prepared at all.
The part that hurts me the most is that they released a statement afterwards saying, like, we do not believe that any other jungler would have been able to change this outcome. Which is just,
Literally,
are you
no
kidding me? Another jungler got you 1 game away from finals, and you subbed in the rookie, which I hope teams look at his career and be like, okay, give this guy a chance, because nobody would have succeeded in that spot.
Yeah. Well, real quick, did you guys happen to see this cheeky tweet from the Cloud9 account? And TSM was up 2-0.
Well, congrats on making Worlds 2019 TSM. There's no way that CG can come back from an 0-2, which of course is the classic Alex Penn tweet from the Curse LMQ series from years ago, where LMQ managed to come back from the 0-2 and make it to Worlds. So it was timely. The prediction played out.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's a superstition, but we do believe that Alex Penn still echoes through the space in best of 5.
Well, I just like that they keep making that tweet every single time, and then when it actually hits, it's great.
Well, if it fails, everybody's just like, haha, that's that funny meme. And if it works, everybody's like, the curse, the curse.
I can tell you internally, any game 0-2, it's like, find the tweet and retweet it. And then you realize, wait a minute, I did this last year. Okay, unretweet, retweet.
Yeah. I do that with my own tweets as well. You got to bring them back, resurrect them, right, Frodan? Do you resurrect your own tweets?
Once in a while.
Do you necro tweet
But
yourself?
I actually try to delete some of the tweets that I also feel really embarrassed about over time.
Should I look through your entire Twitter history and necro your tweets for you?
Well, don't go through too much.
I didn't hear a no.
Especially pre-esports. We don't really talk much about that. But moving on from the North American region, 2 of the stronger leagues wrapped up their playoffs this past weekend. In Europe's LEC, G2 Esports beat Fnatic, and in China's LPL, Invictus defeated Top Sports. Crumbz, in light of these results, who looks best going to the World Championship?
You got to point to Europe. They're going to be the home country for the venues. They have the MSI title. They have a finals appearance last year. The stars align for G2, Fnatic, and the 3rd team of Europe to be the strongest region. But you always have to give credit to the Asian teams. That's about it.
I mean, Invictus' bot lane looked really good. I mean, going into game number 5, it felt like that was the momentum that we would use to win that series. So overall, I mean, people are looking at the champions thinking like they have to be the ones to be fighting, but you really feel like this is Europe's year?
Yeah, and IG is not even coming into it as the 1st seed. They're coming in as 3rd, winning through the regional qualifier, so they got lucky this time around. So I think the other teams look a bit stronger. RNG and Fun Plus Phoenix, they feel like they play just anything and everything, which might be an advantage of them, but if somebody realizes, oh, you just never figured out that somebody would play this against you, which could happen overseas because 2 metas are going to develop with no Korean boot camps this year. You're going to have a very pragmatic Worlds group stage.
Yeah, it is really interesting to me that the boot camps are going to be split west and east, with the Korean and Chinese teams in Asia and the NA and European teams in Europe.
And the Brazilian teams in Brazil.
Really?
Well, where else do they go?
I don't know, Europe to boot camp? Why not? Don't they want to play?
Boot camp,
Yeah, that's where I would go personally. So question for you. I didn't expect Fnatic to be that close in the
Really?
series against G2 because G2 has been so dominant. Was this a surprise to you?
Not at all. I actually
Okay.
thought it was going to be another reverse sweep, so I'm surprised.
what G2 does,
It's a 2-1. Well, I saw this post that they have so far, I think it was 7 reverse sweeps that every time they've been down 0-2, they always reverse sweep.
crazy.
So they don't actually lose from these positions, which shows that that's a really strong team. And Fnatic, they got reverse swept last time. Their entire split was back and forth with G2. It just felt like they always were the superior mental team.
I think my favorite comment on the Reddit post after the game was watching G2 be down 0-2 is like watching an episode of Dora the Explorer. You know they're going to reverse sweep. It's all about how they end up getting to that point. But you already know the ending before it actually gets there.
That's
I think it's really accurate. Speaking of top performers in League of Legends, Cloud9's own Blaber made it to the top of the North American solo queue ladder, so congrats to him, Crumbz. For those who might not know how difficult this is, can you put in perspective how much of this is achievement?
If you follow other League of Legends streamers and influencers, you would hear their endless whining and complaining for years on years, whereas a quiet pro player like him can just sit down, buckle in, and play the games. It's very difficult. He probably needed to play about 500 to 1,000 games to do that, all while going on a lot of win streaks without tilting. That's the biggest thing. There's so many children as well in solo queue that if you don't know how to not get tilted, you can never reach rank 1. So he's already proven that.
Well,
He was also at the Overwatch League with me at the London Spitfire match. I was hanging out with him during that, so came over with some of the other Cloud9 team members. It's nice to get to know him a little bit better.
Rank 1 player.
Yeah, Winters Ward actually asked you. Was talking about Schalke. Do you think Schalke is going to be the third team from Europe? No.
They got 3-0 smack that.
Who is it going to be? All right, who's it going to be?
Oh, sorry. They have to run the No, yeah, they will be. Sorry, I thought if he meant if Schalke would beat Fnatic.
No, if they will be the third team from
Yeah,
Europe.
I think they should be. All the other teams were so much weaker than them.
Fair enough.